Right here. Look at that! Oh my gosh!
Oh, that's cute. That's good. We don't know what we're gonna find out.
This is the greatest show.
Oh, I look cute.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
I like that. Not necessarily.
Are we gonna work with the way that I look? It's always better.
I'm gonna do that trash can.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. I'm not scared. Please, I make no apologies. Look at
Whatever you were just singing. Should it be like Megan Mad's take, like movie review, and then we could do another one where it's like,
Look out! Yeah, okay.
are you gonna do that?
Yeah.
It's tilted towards
You
Look
might
at
take.
the background.
I know.
That's like really good background.
Are we embarrassed?
I was like, how many viewers?
Hey guys, it's Megan Mads coming at you live from Tulare Western Palmland.
Megan Mads take movie review edition. I'm saying that.
I know.
I wish I was doing it. Megan. Megan Mads take movie review edition.
The Greatest Showman.
So very recently, Megan and I went and saw a movie that changed our life
For
forever.
the better? Yes.
And that movie was The Greatest Showman. And so we figured, what better way to express our feelings toward the film than
Pay
to
it
make it.
homage,
Exactly.
you know?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, the movie followed the life of P.T. Barnum, who was, I think he worked in like the stop. No, that wasn't a thing.
Some sort of like super businessy job
Yeah.
that like wasn't really disclosed, but like didn't look like a lot of fun.
And it went bankrupt. So his family, he needed to support his family, right? And so he buys a museum.
And he's like a really quirky, cool guy, and like he doesn't really like know what he wants to do with his life, but he knows that he wants to do something different. And so he puts all kinds of like strange things in his museum, and it's like cool or whatever, but it's like kind of spooky.
People aren't buying into it, you know? He's not making the moolah. And so he gets the idea because his kids start singing or something, you know, real musical-esque. So he then goes around like recruiting all these like different, maybe even strange like people and different acts to go into the show. He wants to like produce and like be in. I don't know if it's called producing at that point, but like, you know. And then it becomes a hit, kind of. But like also people are kind of like almost like a Salem witch trial kind of thing going on.
They
Like
were really upset about
they're
it,
upset about it.
but other
like,
people loved it.
yeah, like people like were down.
The conflict in the movie kind of came when P.T. Barnum, aka Hugh Jackman, aka the Wolverine,
Yes. And Zac Efron, aka Troy Bolton, aka that's the only one. Very-
Charlie St. Cloud.
Oh, yep. Mhm.
But the Wolverine, he basically he kind of like got like lost in like the fame and like the fortune of it, and he had this like vision, and like he always wanted to fit in with the upper class people, and so he wanted to kind of create a new show that would appeal to more of the fancy people who were like frowning upon his circus show. And so he like recruits like an opera act, right? Is it opera?
Yeah.
Like an opera singer, and then
Yeah.
he goes like tour. Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
He recruits a more classy act, and he goes touring with her.
And he wants to be up with those kind of people because he was super poor when he was little.
Right.
Just a FYI. That's
He's
why
not just super self-centered. He just wants
No.
to give himself and his family
Yeah.
like the life he always like dreamed of.
And then he starts missing his family, but then the opera singer gal gets mad at him because he wants to leave the tour. And so the last night, she goes and kisses him on stage.
And like they take like a weird old-fashioned picture of it, and it's like
Yeah.
in the newspapers and stuff, and it becomes like this big deal. His wife is mad, clearly.
And so he gets home, and guess what?
They burnt down a circus.
Oh my god. The elephants are wilding out. The zebras are wilding out.
It's all literally up in flames. His family life is rough because he's been away for so long and he's been making
Yeah.
poor choices. His acts, who have become like his like second family, are angry with him because he has been neglecting them, and he's broke.
And he basically made them feel like what they like used to feel.
Like
At
he made
first
them
he
feel like they were
accepted them and like put them in the spotlight to show people that like they weren't that different or like they were unique, and then he just kind of like pushed them to the side so he'd be more mainstream.
And then there's like a big like realization moment, and like he realizes he's been wrong all along, and his circus family, I don't know what to call him, his freaking circus family. His circus family, it kind of like makes him realize like where his heart is at and like how it all
Yes.
started. And then they get the gang back together.
That is where the iconic "From Now On" came about.
From now on. And then because like his like museum where he was like doing the shows
Yeah.
had been burnt down, they decided to buy a big tent and they pitched it up kind of on the coast, I think, and then they had their own like little traveling circus.
And he like partnered up with Zac Efron, so that's the Wolverine and Troy Bolton duo. Superheroes.
Oh, we forgot to mention, spoiler alert. You haven't seen the movie yet. We told you all about the movie, so.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert. Now onto the soundtrack.
Life.
A modern day like Abbey Road maybe.
Oh my god.
A modern day thriller.
The greatest soundtrack event of the century. Ever. All of the
What is
centuries.
Les Mis? What? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. What is Les Mis? What is Cats? What is? I don't even know the other one.
No,
There
not as
is
important.
just The Greatest Showman. And I do realize that Cats is a Broadway show, but this is basically a Broadway show and a movie.
To me personally, what's crazy about this movie is that I'm normally not super into musicals, like a movie that's like 100% singing the whole entire time.
Yeah.
But this movie was like the perfect balance of like singing and acting and dancing, and there was like happiness and sadness, and your emotions
Yeah.
were all over the place.
It was like a roller coaster of emotions.
The beginning scene of the movie is wild. I was quaking.
Okay.
I keep like looking at myself like that's like the most intense face oil glare of all time. Kind of looks like highlight. Maybe it is.
I don't have
The lighting was a lot better like 5 minutes before we started filming this. Also, disclaimer, we didn't choose this.
Okay. Just imagine me and Madison sitting in the movie theater waiting for this thing to start, right? And it gets dark and we're just like really anticipating what's about to happen. And then it happens.
Imagine like Hugh Jackman stomping on the dirt floor of a circus arena.
And then like a giant like that kind of thing going on. Oof. And like it's like a whisper sing, so it's like the Wolverine like kind of like seductively
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for.
like that kind of thing. So like how do you react? honestly.
For some reason, it like spoke to me on like a spiritual, like it was like the next level. Guest star Ashley Abbott has some words to say about The Greatest Showman as well.
I'm not gonna be in it.
How did you feel about The Greatest Showman?
It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Can I be in it?
Yeah. Ashley.
Oh my god. That's so weird.
Yay!
My wife should watch my water bottles. One of them.
Ashley's here.
Ashley is here.
Ashley Abbott, the
My
greatest
forehead is kind of shiny.
person.
This whole side of my face looks like it's
The
wet.
This is a little awkward.
The greatest woman.
Person ever. I just think Hugh Jackman is great. Like honestly, he went from being like, you know,
Yeah,
Wolverine.
that's what I was like so shook because it was like all of a sudden like the literal Wolverine was like singing like an angel.
I haven't seen Angel.
I was,
You know, the girl who sings in the it's not actually her voice.
Yeah.
it's someone from
It's like
The
Yeah,
The
it's someone
Voice,
from The
yeah.
Voice. That's
Lauren
wild.
Alred. Give
Did
it up
you guys
for
look
Lauren
that up?
Alred. I looked it up as soon as I watched the movie.
I was also shook
Did you
when
watch
she
the
started
movie?
singing.
We watched it together.
Oh wow.
Duh,
Okay.
On a date.
I wanted to cry when she was singing because it was really beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Almost as beautiful.
Did you watch The Greatest Showman?
Yes.
Do you guys
I
have any?
think-
Do you have any
I
thoughts?
think. Are you guys gonna put the soundtrack in this?
Yeah.
Or is that like copyright
That's what I was saying.
infringement?
I
Can
watched
you
The
write a letter
Greatest
to
Showman
Hugh
twice,
Jackman?
and it was amazing.
I
and
watched
it was even
it.
better the second time.
I watched it 4 times.
soundtrack is really, really
so I
good.
think I win because I found it online. Is that illegal to say?
Well, I watched it in
No,
theater,
no, I-
and you have to watch it in theater. Because
You
It's
have to
like
watch.
the
It's so
surround
good in
sound.
theaters.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I don't think it does this movie justice if you don't watch it in theaters.
Yeah.
It's worth the. Actually, I went on like a matinee thing, so I actually paid $5 for my ticket
Oh shoot.
because I'm in Visalia.
Wow.
But it's worth more than $5. Like looking in the camera in disappointment. Like, does Megan ever say something like
Yeah.
just?
Like it's like The Office, and I'll zoom on my face, and I'm like,
I watch all your videos.
do you really?
Yeah,
I love.
mostly because it's just like they're just there. So I'm like, bleh.
I mean, what else would you do?
And you guys are kind of funny. Like honestly,
Dang.
I don't know if anybody else thinks that though.
We're kind of just really rambling here.
Yeah.
It was a good movie.
It was such a good movie.
One of the
Like,
best,
what is it?
maybe.
I think it's
Okay.
best. Honestly, musicals are coming back.
For real.
It's
And
happening.
I
Mamma
think
Mia 2
It
is
could
this
be
summer.
like it could be a good way to like introduce like different people to those kind of movies since he was Wolverine. Like maybe that brings a different audience because those fans of him could have gone and watched the movie because he was in it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Like Zac Efron.
Or Zac Efron.
Well, because like Wolverine was like in like the Wolverine, but, like I feel like
Really, Wolverine was in the
I
Wolverine.
feel like if I like the Wolverine, I'm gonna be like I won't even like The Greatest Showman. But if I liked High School Musical, I'm like sign me up for The Greatest
Sign
Showman.
or Shake It Up.
Shake it.
But
Zendaya. Zendaya's beautiful.
You're right. Beautiful Aziza.
I already made that joke.
But I made it again.
Feel good stuff.
Whatever.
She did like trapeze stuff, which is wild.
She learned how to do trapeze. That's
she did all of
wild.
her own stunts, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful, talented. Overall, this movie was very profound.
Profound, truly.
That's a good word.
Like final thoughts.
If I had to watch a movie for the rest of my life, it would be The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, because Hugh Jackman is the greatest showman.
Mic drop.
Boy, is he.
Now I'm uncomfortable.
And like, okay, final thoughts on the soundtrack. Is that
Christine.
It's beautiful. You can listen to it in the car with your friends, and you can rock
Yeah.
out. Listen to it in your room.
Can we do that,
Yeah.
please? Can
Next
we go to
couple-
Jamba Juice?
Carpool karaoke, The Greatest Showman edition.
I'm down.
Yes.
Stay tuned for next week's video.
Okay. Ladies and gents, this is the most grateful.
If you stuck through that whole thing, congrats to you. It was probably a hot mess, but what do we do that isn't?
We're just getting back. Getting in the groove again.
We wanted to do something that we're passionate about. This
Yeah.
was the Wolverine's passion project, and this video
Oh,
is
that's
ours.
good. That's
Yes,
good.
ma'am.
Applause.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
I really. This is so weird.